Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about universal etiquette for the new generation, presented by me, Pajtra. What is etiquette? Etiquette, the complex network of rules that govern good behavior and our social and business interactions, is always evolving and changing as the society changes. It reflects on our cultural norms, generally accepted ethical codes, and the rules of various groups we belong to. Social etiquette influences how others perceive and treat you. It can help you create lasting impressions that establish trust and reliance. Let's look at some real-life social etiquette examples to understand the concept better. The importance of etiquette. Why is social etiquette important? Some people argue that etiquette no longer matters, that the good behaviors are old-fashioned and out of date. However, good behavior and manners are never out of style. Etiquette, like all other cultural behaviors, evolves to match the times. Without etiquette, members of society would show far too much impatience and disrespect for one another, which could lead to insults, dishonesty, cheating, and a rash of other unfortunate incidents. Etiquette is merely a set of guidelines for politeness and good manners, the kindness which we should always treat each other. The functions of etiquette. Etiquette provides personal security. Knowing how to behave appropriately in a given situation makes you more comfortable. Next, it protects the feelings of others. Proper etiquette requires that you make others comfortable and protects their feeling. You do not want to point out their errors or draw attention to their mistake. It makes communication clearer. Etiquette enhances communication by breaking down barriers, not erecting them. It will enhance your status at work. In any working situation, you are perceived as more capable, more professional, and more intelligent if you are familiar with the proper code of conduct for the workplace. And the last one, it makes good first impressions. Always remember that the first 5 to 7 seconds after you meet someone are crucial. Your first impression lingers in other person's mind long after you are gone. If you use proper etiquette, that first impression will be a positive one. Maintaining boundaries in terms of privacy. People establish boundaries from others in society. These boundaries are both physical and informational. We need places of solitude to retreat to, places where we are free of the gaze of others in order to relax and feel at ease. We also establish informational boundaries. Privacy helps people manage these boundaries. Breaches of these boundaries can create awkward social situations and damage the relationships. Privacy is also helpful to reduce the social friction we encounter in life. Most people don't want anyone to know everything about them. Hence the phrase, none of your business. And sometimes we don't want to know everything about other people. Hence the phrase, too much information. The next slide is about examples of the etiquettes. 1. Social etiquette. One of the most important etiquette is social etiquette, as it informs an individual about the norms and behavior that society considers acceptable. Second one, the meeting etiquette. This type of etiquette informs individuals about the styles one should give preference to while attending meetings, seminars, or events. So let's skip the other two and let's go to the important one. Next is eating etiquette. This type of etiquette informs individuals about the rules and regulations regarding their eating habits. And the last one, business etiquette. This type of etiquette acts as a guiding force to the professionals and helps them in conducting business deals in an ethical and affordable manner. Next is about social etiquette. So this is how you will have a good social etiquette. One is for you to have good manners. And second one, always be on time. No one likes to wait for others who are chronically late. However, there are times when being late is out of your control. You cannot help it, like in traffic jam. Next one is personal space. When you see someone squirming as you step closer to them. Every culture has different comfort levels of personal space. So before you travel, always make sure to find out how close you can get out to people without being rude. Next one is men's manner. This one is simple. All you have to do is to be a gentleman. And next, the women's manner. You can be a lady and still show strength. Times have changed and some rules have become outdated, but it's always appropriate to be mannerly. Next one, teens manner. Show everyone how grown up you are by demonstrating good manners. Chances are, if you exhibit proper etiquette, you'll earn respect and maybe even more privileges. Just you don't want everyone to say that I don't like that girl, right? So you should always have and exhibit proper etiquette whenever you are going outside or anywhere. Next is table etiquette. Today we'll be only focusing on the social etiquette and the table etiquette. Okay. This one, the small plate that you have here and the knife that's not that sharp at all, it's the bread plate and the butter knife. It's on the left side on the top. And on the right side, red wine glass, white wine glass and water glass. They are the difference between red wine and white wine glass, as the red wine glass are much more bigger in size compared to the white wine glass. And next is the desserts fork and spoon. It is on the top of the plate right here. And next on the left side, there's salt and pepper. These two are always in pair. And on the lower side, salad fork, dinner fork. And on the other side, dinner knife and salad knife, soup spoon. There are differences between the salad set and the dinner set, as the salad fork and knife, they are smaller in size compared to the dinner knife and fork. Next is napkin etiquette. At informal meals, place a napkin in your lap immediately upon sitting. During formal occasion, before unfolding the napkin, wait for the hostess to remove her napkin from the table and unfold it on her lap. And when you're eating, so place the napkin on your lap upon sitting. And if you were to go to washroom or you were to take out phone call or anything, always fold the napkin on the cleaner side. I'm sure you don't want anyone to see the stain on a napkin. And at the meal's end, fold your napkin and place it to the left of your place sitting. And this is the most asked question. When to start eating? At a small table of only 2 to 4 people, wait until everyone else has been served before starting to eat. At a formal or business meal, you should either wait until everyone is served to start or begin the host when asked to. Next is resting utensils. There are 2 styles. One is American style and the other one is continental style. How do you leave your knife and fork on your plate when taking a break or are finished eating? This one is the American style. There are 2 positions. There one is I'm resting position and the other one is I'm finished position. In the I'm resting position of the American style, you place the knife over here. You rest your knife on the top on the right of your plate diagonally with the fork nearby. And in the continental style, you place the knife and the fork in an inverted V manner, like this. And for both of them in the unfinished position, you place the knife and the fork side by side, parallel to each other. in the 4 o'clock position on the right rim on the plate, over here. Next one is salt and pepper etiquette. Always pass the salt and the pepper together. As I told you earlier, salt and pepper are always in pair. So if one were to ask you to pass salt or pepper, you should always pass both of them. Next is the sitting etiquette. So over here in the diagram you see this, right? This one is the host 1 and host 2. So the guest of honor, he or she sits over here beside the host. And then the serving order starts from here. From the guest of honor down there and pass to the first host. So your host may have seating arrangements in mind. So you should allow him to direct you to your seat. As the host, you should suggest the seating arrangements. In a restaurant, the guest of honor should sit in the best seat at his table. Usually, it is with the one at the back of the chair to the wall, so somewhere around over here. And once the guest of honor seat is determined, the host should sit next to her left, which is over here. Other people are then offered seats around the table. Refusing a dish. So imagine like if you were allergic to any food or you're on a restricted diet, explain to your host and not to the whole table why you have no choice but to decline. But always remember not to make a fuss about it in a restaurant or in the guest home or anything. Meals end. At a formal affair, plates are removed by professional staff, but as most informal meals are served without help, the hostess clears the plate, often with the help of 1 or 2 guests. At a family's meal, members clear their own plate. Next or last, leaving the dining room. To signal dinner is concluded, the hostess catches the eye of the host, lays her napkin on the table, and suggests that everyone go into the another room for coffee or after dinner drinks. The hostess rises from her chair. When it's time to leave, rather than detain one's host with a lengthy goodbye, make their departure brief but cordial. Next is conclusion. Well, the term etiquette is such a small word, but encompasses a lot of roles and responsibilities that have become a guiding force in society. It is undoubtedly clear that the term means following a moral code of conduct, showing respect to others, giving personal space, putting them at ease with your presence, showing kindness, being courteous, and dealing with ethics and honor in every situation. Practice etiquettes so that it becomes ingrained and you can automatically display all the good behavior that a society demands from its occupant. Thank you for listening to me and have a nice day.